fierce, fearless, and fabulous. From the vibrant streets of Puerto Rico to the dazzling runways of Paris and New York, Joan Smalls has become a name that echoes across the global fashion scene. As the first Latina face of Estée Lauder and one of the most sought-after supermodels of her generation, Joan broke barriers, shattered stereotypes, and redefined what beauty means in the fashion industry. But her journey wasn't easy, and that's what makes her story so powerful. Today, we dive into the inspiring life of Joan Smalls, a model, a trailblazer, and a true icon. Joan Smalls was born on July 11, 1988, in Hatillo, a small town on the northern coast of Puerto Rico. Her full name is Joan Smalls Rodriguez. She comes from a culturally rich and diverse background. Her father, Eric Smalls, is of West Indian heritage from St. Thomas and worked as a social worker, while her mother, Betzeda Rodriguez, is Puerto Rican and worked as a school coordinator. Joan's family roots reflect a powerful blend of Afro-Caribbean and Latin heritage, something she has always taken great pride in. Growing up, Joan was raised in a humble household where hard work, discipline, and family values were emphasized. She wasn't born into the world of fashion. In fact, her journey began far from the glitz and glamour of the runway. As a child, Joan was tall, slim, and strikingly beautiful, but she often felt different due to her unique looks. Despite this, she remained focused and determined, showing signs of ambition from a very young age. Academically, Joan was sharp and driven. She graduated with honors from the Inter-American University of Puerto Rico, where she earned a bachelor's degree in psychology. Even as a student, she dreamed of becoming a model. To pursue that dream, she made the bold decision to move to New York City in 2007 after finishing her degree. It was a move that would change her life forever. Joan Smalls' journey into the modeling world wasn't an overnight success. It was a story of perseverance, resilience, and unwavering determination. After completing her psychology degree at the Inter-American University of Puerto Rico, Joan made a life-changing decision. In 2007, she moved to New York City, the heart of the fashion industry, to chase her lifelong dream of becoming a model. But breaking into the modeling world wasn't easy. Joan faced the harsh realities of the industry, tough competition, constant rejections, and a lack of diversity in high fashion. At the beginning of her career, she signed with elite model management, but struggled to land major runway jobs. Many agencies and clients didn't quite know how to place her unique Afro-Latina features in a fashion world that still favored a narrow definition of beauty. Despite these challenges, Joan refused to give up. She worked tirelessly, attending casting after casting, and taking on commercial and catalog work just to get her foot in the door. She also took modeling gigs that paid little, just to build her portfolio and gain experience. Her persistence was relentless, and she used each setback as fuel to push harder. Joan Smalls' journey from a small-town girl in Puerto Rico to an internationally recognized supermodel is nothing short of remarkable. After years of persistence, her breakthrough moment came in 2010 when she was selected by Riccardo Tisci to work exclusively for Givenchy's couture show in Paris. That runway appearance marked the beginning of a new era, not just for Joan, but for the modeling world as a whole. Following that debut, Joan quickly became one of the most in-demand models in the fashion industry. She worked for iconic brands such as Chanel, Dior, Versace, Louis Vuitton, Prada, Balmain, and Tom Ford. Her striking presence on the runway, combined with her fierce confidence and signature walk, made her a standout in every show. Designers, photographers, and stylists loved her versatility, whether it was high fashion, edgy editorial, or glamorous commercial work. Joan could do it all. In 2011, she achieved a major milestone that cemented her rising star. She became the first Latina model to represent Estée Lauder globally. This was not just a personal victory, but a historic moment for representation in the beauty industry. Joan used the opportunity to speak openly about diversity and to inspire young people who came from similar backgrounds. That same year, she began appearing on the covers of major fashion magazines, including Vogue, Elle, Harper's Bazaar, and W magazine. Her face became a regular feature in editorials shot by some of the world's most celebrated photographers. She also starred in high-profile advertising campaigns for Calvin Klein, Givenchy, H&M, David Yurman, Gucci, Marc Jacobs, and more. By 2013, Joan reached the pinnacle of the fashion world when Models.com ranked her as the #1 model in the world. She held the title for nearly 2 years, an extraordinary accomplishment in such a competitive industry. Her reputation as a professional, hardworking, and powerful force in fashion earned her the title of supermodel. She also made headlines for her role in the Victoria's Secret fashion show, appearing multiple times between 2011 and 2016. Her confidence, poise, and captivating energy made her a fan favorite. She wasn't just walking the runway, she was owning it. Joan Small's rise in the fashion industry is not only defined by her beauty and talent, but also by her powerful role in breaking barriers and pushing for more diversity and inclusion in a space that had long been criticized for its lack of representation. As an Afro-Latina woman from Puerto Rico, Joan entered a fashion world that rarely showcased models who looked like her. The industry's beauty standards had been dominated by Eurocentric ideals for decades, leaving little room for women of color to be seen, celebrated, or represented on major platforms. Joan changed that narrative. One of her most groundbreaking achievements came in 2011, when she became the first Latina model to sign a global campaign deal with Estée Lauder. This wasn't just a modeling contract, it was a historic moment that shattered a glass ceiling in the beauty industry. It sent a powerful message to the world: beauty comes in all shades, and diversity deserves to be celebrated. Joan proudly embraced her heritage, representing not only Latinas but also Afro-Caribbean communities on a global stage. But Joan didn't stop there. As she gained influence, she began to use her voice to speak out about inequality in fashion. In interviews and public appearances, she openly criticized the lack of diversity in runway shows, ad campaigns, and behind-the-scenes leadership roles. She challenged major brands and designers to do better, to be more inclusive, not just for show, but in a meaningful and consistent way. In 2020, during the height of the Black Lives Matter movement, Joan made a bold statement on her social media platforms, calling out fashion's performative allyship. She urged brands to move beyond tokenism and instead take real steps towards structural change, hiring Black creatives, supporting diverse talent, and investing in communities of color. To back her words with action, she pledged to donate half of her 2020 earnings to organizations that support racial equality and justice. Joan has also supported campaigns that empower young people from underrepresented backgrounds to pursue careers in fashion, modeling, and the arts. Her involvement in mentorship and advocacy programs shows her commitment to paving the way for the next generation. Through her fearless advocacy, Joan has become more than just a supermodel, she is a role model. She has helped redefine beauty standards, opened doors for countless others, and brought visibility to communities that had been ignored for far too long. Her presence in the industry is not just about representation, it's about reclamation, about taking space where none was offered, then using it to uplift others. In a world that is slowly learning the value of inclusion, Joan Smalls continues to lead the way, reminding us all that real change begins when someone has the courage to stand up and demand it. While Joan Smalls made her name on the runways and fashion campaigns of the world's top brands, her ambitions and talents have taken her far beyond the modeling industry. She has successfully branched out into various fields, proving herself as a savvy businesswoman, creative collaborator, and cultural icon. One of Joan's most notable ventures outside of modeling is her foray into television and media. In 2016, she made her acting debut in the Netflix original film Set It Up, a romantic comedy where she played a supporting role. This step into acting allowed her to showcase another side of her talent and opened up new doors in the entertainment world. She's also made appearances in several music videos, including Beyoncé's Beyoncé, where her bold and charismatic presence stood out among the other top models featured. In addition to acting, Joan has embraced the world of fashion design and collaborations. Understanding the power of her brand and influence, she has teamed up with major labels to co-create exclusive collections. In 2015, she launched a capsule collection with True Religion, where she didn't just lend her face to the brand, she was directly involved in the design process, bringing her personal style and vision to life. The collection reflected her edgy yet chic aesthetic and was praised for its authenticity and versatility. Joan has also been deeply involved in beauty industry collaborations. After making history with Estée Lauder, she continued to work closely with the brand, contributing to product development and representing a broader range of consumers. Her presence and voice in this space helped push the beauty industry to be more inclusive in its product lines, especially in terms of skin tones and cultural representation. Beyond fashion and beauty, Joan Smalls has stepped into the role of a businesswoman and entrepreneur. She has expressed interest in building her own brand and investing in projects that align with her values, particularly those that promote diversity, creativity, and empowerment. Though she remains tight-lipped about specific ventures, it's clear that she's laying the groundwork for a legacy that goes far beyond modeling. Moreover, Joan uses her platform to support philanthropic causes and advocacy work, blending her public image with her personal passions. She is a vocal supporter of racial justice, women's rights, and education, often using her influence to draw attention to social issues that matter deeply to her. Her commitment to giving back and using her success to uplift others adds another dimension to her career. In essence, Joan Smalls is not just a face of fashion, she is a force of inspiration and innovation. Her ventures beyond modeling reflect a woman who is constantly evolving, unafraid to explore new paths, and determined to leave a lasting impact on both the industry and the world. Joan Smalls' influence extends far beyond the runway, shaping not only the world of fashion but also how society views beauty, diversity, and representation. As one of the first Afro-Latina supermodels to achieve global recognition, Joan has left an indelible mark on the modeling industry and continues to inspire both current and future generations. One of the most profound aspects of Joan's legacy is her role in pushing for greater diversity and inclusion in fashion. In an industry that has historically favored Eurocentric beauty standards, Joan has been a beacon of change, advocating for models of color to be seen and celebrated in all spaces. Her success has opened doors for other models of diverse backgrounds, proving that talent and beauty have no boundaries. Through her career, Joan has encouraged brands, designers, and casting agents to embrace a broader definition of beauty, one that includes Afro-Latinos, Black women, and people from all ethnicities and cultures. Joan's milestone as the first Latina to represent Estée Lauder globally is a major achievement that resonates beyond the fashion and beauty industries. This groundbreaking campaign was not just about selling products, it was about sending a message to the world that beauty is universal, and that people of color can and should be the face of major global brands. Her partnership with Estée Lauder remains one of the most significant moments in her career and serves as a symbol of progress in a historically exclusive industry. Through her work and advocacy, Joan has made it clear that representation matters. She continues to use her platform to challenge the status quo and speak out about the need for more diversity behind the scenes as well as in front of the camera. Whether it's speaking out against the fashion industry's slow progress in terms of racial equality or supporting initiatives that aim to empower underrepresented communities, Joan has always stood up for what she believes in. Her advocacy goes beyond words. She's taken concrete actions, such as donating significant portions of her earnings to racial justice organizations and becoming a mentor to younger models of color. Joan's impact is also seen in the way she has empowered women through her success and public persona. She is not just a model, she is a role model. Her story is one of hard work, perseverance, and self-belief. She has shown that with determination and resilience, anyone can break through barriers, no matter how impossible they may seem. She uses her platform to instill confidence in young women, encouraging them to embrace their individuality and chase their dreams, no matter their background or circumstances. Moreover, Joan Smalls has influenced the next generation of models, particularly those from marginalized communities, who now see themselves reflected in the world's top fashion campaigns. Joan has opened doors for women to succeed in an industry that previously seemed unattainable to many. She continues to lead by example, proving that success in fashion is not reserved for a select few, but available to anyone willing to work hard and persevere. Her legacy is also intertwined with the broader movement for racial justice, inclusion, and equity, which has gained significant momentum over the past few years. Joan's voice and actions have helped amplify calls for systemic change in the fashion industry, and she continues to be a key figure in this ongoing struggle. In conclusion, Joan Smalls' legacy is one of breaking barriers, redefining beauty standards, and making the fashion industry more inclusive and representative of the real world. Her impact goes beyond her modeling career. It's about how she's used her influence to advocate for social change and empower others to rise above the limitations that society often places on them. Joan Smalls has proven that she is not just a supermodel, she is a trailblazer and a true icon whose legacy will continue to inspire for years to come.